College football 26 just dropped, and in today's video, I'm going to break down the top 5 best playbooks you need to use right now to win more games. So let's get straight into it. Starting at number 5, we have UCLA. Now, with each playbook, I'm going to give you some of the best plays and formations to run, show you some of the strengths and weaknesses of each playbook. And with UCLA, I would say it's not the deepest playbook in the game, but it has arguably the best play in the game out of the gun bunch, which I'll get to in a second. But I do want to give you guys some of the other cool things in the playbook before we really focus on that. One of the things I really like a lot is this gun deuce close. There's a few really cool plays, mesh spot, post wheel, but this RPO read flat wheel, it's going to get really glitchy, guys. I can promise you that this play is going to be abused all year long. Because one of the big things this year that's new is you can hot route on RPO plays. Now, you can't do this on all RPOs or even all routes, right? To do this, you really need to find an RPO where the guys are not blocking on bubble screens. And on this play, nobody's blocking, nobody's on a bubble screen. So as you can see, we can really hot route either the tight ends or the receivers. So for instance here, I could put my tight end on the left. I could put him on a wheel route. I could streak my inside slot receiver, to go with the wheel and the post on the other side. As you guys can see here, this just allows me to get really, really glitchy. I could do something else where I had a speed out to this receiver over here, a streak to the tight end. I could do drags over the middle. I mean, honestly, guys, the combinations are truly endless, and this is very difficult to stop. Now, another formation in this playbook I like a lot is the gun wing HB weak close. Actually goes pretty good with the bunch. It's a pretty good complementary formation if you want to run a slightly different scheme. What I like about this is it has some good runs, like the buck sweep and the base are both pretty good. Counter's okay, not the biggest fan of it, but it has really good play actions with the PA cross, and then the PAY over. Finally, you have a lot of quick outs and flats, like the play spacing and Y stick. This is actually very important, guys, because this year, EA took the ability out for you to hot route these slot guys on flats. So when you have a play that already has some flats or at least a quick out, you're really cooking. Because now with a quick out, I can do a combo like this to where I have the tight end on the inside going on a whip route just like this. Then I can do something on the other side where I have like a post, working with potentially the running back, a drag coming over the middle. I could do a whip on this receiver too, because remember, I can have the running back on a flat. There's a lot you could do. You could even do a speed out, kind of like this. Really, really good little formation here. As you guys can see, it is 2 tight ends. So you do have to run it with other formations with the same personnel. But do keep in mind that obviously you can sub in the personnel you want to use. But you can see how that quick out opens that whip route up all day long. Now, the bunch is really where this playbook shines. I think it has the best play in the game, to be honest with you. And that is where is it at? Clear out, SE out. Now, I'll show you that in a second, why it's so good. But you can just see here, it has a lot of great plays. Deep flood is good. Bunch sail is good. Flanker pivot is good. Bunch trail is good. Literally every play, verticals obviously, every play is good. You have a lot of really good routes. And again, flats, because flats are not just an easy hot route anymore, guys. So that is really nice. You got a nice post route, a nice fade, C route. Really, really good. But yes, let's look at this play, clear out, SE out. Now, I will tell you where this outside receiver should be your fastest receiver. A lot of people are going to use LSU on regs because they got speed everywhere. And you're going to see, that's going to make a difference, because if you don't have safety help over the top, if you're just going to come out here and try to blitz me or even just press me out of zone, you're going to have problems. Now with this, you always want to make sure the bunch is on the wide side so there's more space to work with. Now again, guys, I'm not even pressing. I'm staying back, and you're seeing that this route, if it even gets a step, it's gone. I mean, it's going to be a touchdown or at least a big play. Real quick, guys, if you want to dominate college football 26 and win more games, sign up for my VIP membership on sportsgamerz.com. You'll get access to all my premium content for the entire year, including all my offensive and defensive ebooks, weekly tip updates, and more. I'm running a limited time sale on my yearly membership where you get 7 months for free and 6 bonus ebooks. Over 99% of our members say that they win more games with our tips. Click the link in the description of this video and start winning more games now, every time. Now, what makes this so good is you can bomb zone. It's not just winning off speed. You can bomb zone, you can bomb match, but then also you can attack the side. So let's imagine the defense is in some sort of zone and, you want to just attack the sideline. That's why this stem down corner is so tough, because they cannot stick switch, right? If they try to stick switch, you're going to give up a touchdown. So that's going to be there all day long. And again, guys, trust me, you can create route combos to bomb every coverage in the game from this play. Coming in at number 4 on the list is Kentucky. And I promise you guys, this playbook is being super, super slept on. Now, the reason why I like this playbook so much is you have great bunch and great trips formations. So this is the only playbook in the game, I believe, with the gun bunch spread nasty. This is one of the best formations in the game. And then you take that and you also have a very nice bunch strong offset that actually has auto motion plays that are built off play action. That is extremely rare. You always love plays that have auto motion fade or wheels, but being built off of play action makes it that much better because that allows you to block the blitz. Now, this formation right here, as you see, has RPOs. It has a very good run in the duo. It has good passes, wide trail. It has a very good bomb with that deep post route. That's another unique play. It has dagger, corner strike. Really, really good formation. But I want to really look at this gun bunch spread nasty because this is one of my favorite formations in the game. You also have some unique auto motion plays, but it has one of the best routes in the entire game, and you're going to see that from the play Orbit Shallow Cross. If you're planning to play Cut this year and you want to learn how to make millions of coins without having to buy packs, I got you. Check out my new service, The Coin Authority, on sportsgamerz.com. I'll teach you how to make millions with ease. Link is in the comments and the description. Now, I could honestly talk about this formation and even this play for days. It is that good. But the big route you want to focus on is Macklin. This is a very unique route. You might look at it and think it's like the same as that hot routed slot fade. It's not. This is the hot routed slot fade. Decent route, right? This is the stock route. Much different, and this one is better. Now, I'm going to show you a few good ways I like to run this, and if you're enjoying this video and this content, make sure you subscribe to the channel and drop me a like for more. So, by default, this play has an auto motion route to the running back. It's okay. I'm not really going to use that. What I'm really looking to do is put the slot receiver on a corner, stem it down, and now I have options, right? I can attack over here with different route combos with the one receiver side. I could do dual drags over the middle, sure. I could block the running back, or I could keep him on his auto motion. This is a super easy play to run because, again, this fade route gives you options. It really makes it easy to attack that sideline, like you see here. They have to respect the fade because if they don't, you're giving up touchdowns, and that just leaves the corner route open. Now, we got a bad throw out of bounds. Let me just do that again. So I'm just stemming the corner route down on the slot receiver, dragging the tight end. You can block the running back or keep that auto motion. You guys see, that's very good. That's just a bullet pass lead down to the sideline. That's every time. The reason why this works is this defender over here is the deep zone. This is who a lot of players will try to stick switch on when they see the sidelines open. But because Macklin is running a fade angled to the sideline, you could see if you stick switch onto this corner to try to come down for the sideline, that's a touchdown over the top. This also is a bomb play. You can bomb pretty much every coverage in the game using this fade route when you know what you're doing. Now, don't think it's just the sidelines and the bomb. This route to Macklin also opens up the seams. Because right now, if I just attack you with a seam streak and then some drags or posts even over the middle of the field, what you're going to notice here is the safety is going to have to respect that fade, the very unique route, and that opens up the seam. So check this out. See how I can just throw that in there very quick? Didn't get the best pass lead in the world, but that was all day. And the reason for that is because of the route that our outside receivers on. So let me just do that again. They're going to have to sit in the middle of the field, worry about the post and the drag. I can just snap throw this every time. Again, that is super easy. You're going to have to bring the safeties in the box against this, and then that opens up the bomb over the top. Now, there's plenty of other things you can do. You can do speed outs on this side of the field. This is really, really hard to defend. Like just a simple speed out with a tight end drag. Remember, the speed outs are to the slot receivers this year. So if I have the tight end coming underneath that on a drag, the speed out will be open on the sideline because the flat zone will have to worry about the tight end. Easy throw and catch. Now, I don't want you to think that this playbook is just the bunch formations. The trips are actually very good. You have trips off nasty and trips tight end offset. With trips tight end offset, you get some of the pretty solid plays. You get the verticals. You get some RPO, some runs. You got the X under, the shock option play. You know, some good stuff. And then, of course, we got the trips off nasty that still has the really good RPO, the play dagger whip, which is really good, and then also the PA double post. Very solid, very, very good, and still effective this year. Coming in at number 3 on the list is a playbook you don't really see anybody else talking about, but I promise you it is loaded, and that is Tulane. Tulane has a lot of unique formations like you see here with all these shotgun sets. Pretty solid overall, but it has one standout, and that's the gun bunch tight end. Now, this formation was really, really good last year in Alabama. It took a step up this year in Tulane. Why? Well, we have auto motion fade plays out of this, and they're built off play actions. Look at the play motion PA cross switch, one of my favorite plays in the game right now, as well as the play mesh dig. And oh, by the way, we still have PA verticals. And oh, by the way, we have other plays with auto motion fades too. We have runs, we have the off tackle, we have the RPO, we have, flat routes, corner routes, drags. We even have auto motion runs built in with the same auto motion on the fades with the stretch. I mean, this formation is cracked. Now, one of the most underrated parts about this play is its play action. So you can actually send the running back out on a route, and it will block A-gaps really well. Now, I know a lot of A-gaps from last year aren't as good, but trust me, there will be blitzes as the year goes on. Now, this play, by default, does have a built-in protection I don't like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the base protection to basically get rid of that. Send the running back out on a flat, streak the tight end, and put that slot on a deep cross to go with the shallow cross. And this is how it's going to look. So basically, I'm going to have reads in the flat, the sideline, the seam, and also this deep cross. This play right here is crazy. Some of the best reads in the game. Even this lefty quarterback with the ugly release couldn't mess that up. But check it out, man. So you have this auto motion fade. This is what opens the play up, because if you don't get out on the sidelines, I can throw that every time. If you're a man, especially cover zero, that's a bomb over the top. But you guys can see it's open later in the play, right? Once it gets past the flat. Because we are attacking the flat with the running back. We're attacking the seam with the tight end, and that was also open. And then over in the middle of the field with the shallow cross and then the deep cross. This is just amazing spacing. It has routes to beat man and also beat any zone. This is one of the best plays in the game, bar none. But don't get it twisted. We have much more from this formation. I really, 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 really like to play PA verticals. This is one of the best plays in the game, hands down, because you can't really play effective coverage on it no matter what you do, to be honest with you. This, again, has built-in protection. I don't want that. So I'm going to hit the base protection by holding down my pass protection menu button, and then base is down on the left stick to get rid of that. I'm going to drag my tight end. I'm going to streak the slot receiver. I'm going to put the inside receiver on a corner route and stem him down. So this is how it works. After I do all these adjustments, this is how it will look. So this is one of the hardest plays to stop in the game because you're able to attack the sideline perfectly. The very unique fade route by square, that can be a touchdown against cover 2 because we also have a seam streak. But what it really does is it just kills any sort of deep zones because you cannot stick switch off that, otherwise it's a touchdown. And then that allows the route to circle to just be wide open for an easy dot on the sideline. You can't really come off the drag, otherwise that's a free 5 to 10 yards to the tight end. Now, like right there, we got the terrible animation to the running back on the play action. So if you want to get rid of that, like I said, just block him, or so even you can send him out on a route too. It doesn't really matter. But just use your base protection. Make sure you get your base protection, And as you guys see, we can just sit in the pocket. That's a dot all day long. Easy. This is one of the easiest plays to run the game. You also can corner flat on the tight end running back side like this, and then do the same streak stem down corner on the other side. Just always make sure you get your base protection unless you actually do want to slide protect. But that is completely up to you. You guys can see tight end corner routes are still a problem this year. Coming in at number 2 on the list is New Mexico State. Now this playbook has a lot of unique formations. Like you see here, split pro near, some pretty unique stuff. However, there is one formation in this playbook that stands out above all, which is why it is number 2 on the list. And that is the normal Y off close. This last year in college football out of TCU playbook was really good. And it's even better this year out of New Mexico State because there are some new plays. As you guys can see, there's new plays with auto motion, with the reload, new motion tactics, very nice. But you still do have the bread and butter, Y sail, PA snag, Y stick. They even added a new play with the Y stick dig. You have RPOs, mesh spot, PA shot. Yeah, this formation even got upgraded a little bit, man. I must say, this formation is cracked. You also do have the normal off close weak, which is such a great compliment. I really like to play pivot seams. You actually have a pretty glitchy RPO right there. You have the PA wheel over. You have also just a regular RPO alert bubble. You got a trap. You got some good runs. I mean, this is a very solid complementary formation, but I want to show you guys some of my favorite things to do out of this formation right here. So this PA shot play is actually really, really nice. So this play goes perfectly with Y sail. Remember, last year Y sail was very common. You could do the corner streak concept to the tight end with the drag over the middle. And, you know, this is very hard to stop. It still is good. The other thing people like to do a lot out of Y sail is just simply streak the tight end and have like a dual streak combo. And now you have to really worry about the seams, which is, again, very hard to defend. What makes this tight end streak corner combo so effective with the play action play is look at the route to Brown, the slot receiver. That's a super unique route. That's like an inverted fade streak over the middle of the field. So now you have to really worry about both seams, which you never really, that was not something you really even had to be aware of last year. You couldn't really attack that well to the seam on the 2 receiver side. Well, now you can. So you can just do something very simple like this to where I have a seam on both sides and you are literally cooked. There is no way you're going to defend that well out of zone. I don't care what you do, because at the same time, keep in mind, you also now have to worry about me running routes attacking the sideline with these seams. So I can do a speed out hot route to this receiver with the flat. And now you have to worry about that with the seams. I can even now do a return route to this receiver on the outside coming underneath this inverted streak. Yeah, as I said, you are cooked. This play is so good with the rest of the formation. It's actually insane how good this formation is this year. And like I said, don't forget, man, you still have PA snag, which was the GOAT play last year, on top of Y stick. This formation is just as good, if not better, than it was last year. Coming in at number 1 on the list is Oregon State. Now, you're probably wondering what makes Oregon State number 1. Well, most of these other playbooks had like 1 or 2 very standout dominant formations that made it worth running. This playbook probably has at least 3 or 4 formations that are so dominant. Let's start with bunch. So it's 3 of the best bunch formations in the game with bunch X nasty. You guys can see, got some very unique plays. We'll break down some of them in a second here. Bunch strong nasty. Again, some extremely unique plays. Bunch formations this year are just going to be really good in general, especially ones that have compression, because the slot receivers are going to be big with the hot routes they get. And finally, oh yeah, bunch a strong offset, which, as we all know, has the glitchy routes. This one actually gets the play action play. It gets duo, dagger, flood. Yeah, GG's, man. But what's really crazy about this playbook is it has probably the best new formation in the game with Y off trio close. And I'm going to show you some of this stuff. But it has really good runs, really good quick passes, play actions with auto motions. And finally, we have the RPO Y off strips nasty formation. I mean, that's like legit 5 dominant formations. But yeah, this is why this formation is so good. So first of all, traps. Traps in dominant run formations, that's just not something you commonly see, like, ever, to be honest with you. You hardly ever see a dominant trap in a dominant passing formation. Now, you guys can see this formation is almost like bunch, honestly. So now when the defense is running these obvious passing defenses to try to stop the pass out of this formation, I mean, I see 3 down line. It's Caribbean time, man. We're getting chunk yardage, right? But you really have to be aware of the pass because this play right here, motion mesh wheel, is easily one of the top 5 best plays in the game right now. Okay, you can't really play man-to-man on it because that auto motion fade wheel is illegal. One of the easiest ways to run this is just to streak the slot receiver, go ahead and do a post or a deep cross to the slot. On the other side, you can keep the running back on the wheel or block him. It's really up to you. Either way, that's actually just a really nice route out of the backfield, or you could even streak him if you want more of a seam. So yeah, let's just take a look at the reads on this play. This play is so good against any defense, man or zone. Let's look at zone here. You can see it's very easy reads because if they stay underneath on the drag and then the running back out of the backfield, I can just throw that crosser all day long. Now, quarterback sold me right there, but that's just free. This is just literally a bullet pass. I'm not even doing anything. Wide open. And that's a touchdown. You really can't cheat off that either, because if you do, I have 2 streaks in the seams, and I have a drag, and I have the auto motion route. So it's kind of like a pick your poison. Look, you can just easily quick throw the seams. This play spacing, and honestly, this formation spacing is immaculate. So good. And like I said, the bunch X nasty is one of the most underrated formations in the game right now. I'm not seeing a lot of people talk about it. But I'm pretty sure you will because it is so good. It has so many good plays. Deep Flood is actually one of my favorites. I actually feel like cover 2 is going to be one of the more used zones this year just because with baseline, playing cover 4 and cover 3 just isn't, every play is not it. This play does have built-in protection, so I like getting out of that with base. But, just a simple route combo right here with just a quick speed out with the streak and corner to the slot is absolutely money. It's really good, as you guys can see here, against cover 2. And it's also good against really any defense. And if you're getting a lot of man, you can start mixing in the zigs. Because remember, these receivers are slots. Very, very glitchy, man. It's your boy Duke. I'm out.